Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Operation Arsenal. Today, we drew at home to Manchester United. We have not been able to achieve the double over them in the league, but we haven't lost to them. And they're one of the best teams away from home this season. So, a 0-0 draw, is that a fair result? Yes, I think so. I don't think it would have been fair to say either of the teams deserved to win the game outright. Although, I would argue that the first half, this was a game of two halves. The first half was Man United doing better than Arsenal, and the second half was Arsenal doing better than Man United. No surprise there because, well, we are second half FC after all. But I do feel like if you look at the stats at least of the game, I would argue that maybe Arsenal just edged it, but maybe Man United had the better chances. I think 0-0 is fine. I think that's a good result for us. It's not very good for Manchester United. I think we can all be realistic here. I'm sure there's a few Man United fans watching this. You will agree with me. Whilst you were top of the league and looking pretty good at the time, still look good. Don't get me wrong. You're still a great side. We all knew you weren't going to win the league. Realistically, it wasn't actually going to happen. But it's all well and good being top of the table and enjoying it while it's happening. But you've got to keep that going. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to be happening. You know, the loss against Sheffield United and now the draw at Arsenal. You've dropped points, a lot of points. It's not ideal, really, is it? Taking 1 point from 6. That does give Man City, Liverpool. I mean, they were always, I think, going to overtake. And yeah, what's happening right now in the league is, I think, what was expected. Let's talk about the game itself. You know, there wasn't too much to talk about because, well, no goals, but some big chances. Cavani had a few good chances. One of them, the goal was pretty much open wide, and I think Cedric just got a touch. Playing at left back again today, did a great job. Somehow put Cavani off. Cavani had another chance in injury time where he's put it wide of the post. Bruno Fernandes had a great shot in the first half, which just went wide. It was a beautiful FIFA finesse shot type. It was a great chance, and to be fair, we did very well to keep Fernandes quiet today. Arguably the most informed player in the Premier League, if not the world right now. I mean, this year has been unbelievable for him. There's only a few players I can think of off the top of my head that are technically in better form than him. One maybe Lewandowski. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Is Fernandes the best player in the world right now? It's difficult to argue otherwise. His stats say a lot. You know, they really do. In terms of Arsenal chances, you know, we probably should have scored with Willian. I don't know why he came on in the second half. Martinelli clearly has picked up a slight injury or something, so he's come off, and Willian came on. And to be fair to the guy, you know, I said on stream, again, thank you to everyone who came out. Make sure you follow it in the description. I was behind Willian. I said to my stream, you know what, I'm going to get behind him. This is his chance to show us what he can do. He hasn't done anything since the first game of the season against Fulham. Today was an opportunity for him to come on and make a difference. And you know what? He did okay. He may not have scored. He may not have got an assist. He really should have scored that chance he had. The ball just fell for him from a cross. I think it was from Bellerin, who had a decent game today, I thought. Other than his passing sometimes always going back. Oh, it always goes backwards. I just want to scream it and pass it forward, please. But it fell for Willian, and he rushed it. Yeah, just unfortunate, really. Pepe could have scored as well. He put one of those typical Robin cut-in left foot finesse shots just wide, very close, similar to the Fernandes one, really, in terms of how close it was. And after all, you know, I said it would be a draw. I expected a 1-1 or maybe a 2-2. I thought there would be a lot of goals today, potentially. But no, a 0-0 draw, probably a fair result in the end. In terms of man of the match, now, if I told you that David Luiz would get man of the match, would you believe me? It happened. It actually happened. Unbelievable. David Luiz was a rock today. He really was. Yes, he's not quick. He never has been the quickest, but he was quickish. You know, he could deal with some of the fastest strikers in the world back in his day at Chelsea and maybe a bit at PSG. He's lost that at Arsenal. There's no doubt about it. But what he has got now is a bit more of a positional awareness, a bit more experience. And of course, he is a leader. I saw a lot of people shaking their head. Well, I didn't see it. You could hear it in the comments, you know, the tone of comments, asking where Gabriel and Pablo Mari are. I know Mari's injured, and Gabriel is still, apparently there are reports that he's still overcoming COVID. he's not 100% match fit. He's not right. So we have to go David Luiz, and I tell you what, I'll take him over Mustafi. I think Mustafi linked with going on a free. Basically, we're going to be terminating his contract by the sounds of things. But David Luiz honestly came in and did a very good job today. Holding, very good as well. I mentioned Cedric at left back doing a great job there. I think as soon as Tierney's fit, I would like to see Cedric play at right back. I think Bellerin had an okay game today, but there was a moment where he should have passed it forward. It was in like the final 10 minutes or so. I literally screamed at my stream, "Go forward!" He passed it sideways when he could have easily got, I think it was Pepe making a run. Luckily, he won the ball back straight after and then passed it forward, and that's where Pepe had his chance. But yeah, I think Cedric has definitely earned a start at right back as soon as Tierney's fit. I presumed that Tierney would start today. I'm not sure what's happened there. Hopefully he will play on Tuesday against Wolves. We do miss him. When he's playing, we are just a better team for sure. Saka, oh my God. Do you know what? When you look at the lineup today, we were missing some key players. Aubameyang still missing through personal reasons. I think his mum has been unwell lately, which is obviously first priority. He needs to do his thing. So hopefully that's all good. I'm hoping he'll be ready to play again soon. Missing Tierney, of course. And then Saka picked up a hip injury, apparently, in between the last game and now. I don't know if it's a training thing or maybe he just stretched it too much in a warm-up, whatever. We dearly missed him as well. Just goes to show how important he is, and he's not even 20 years old yet. It's mental, really, but I think United definitely got a bit of luck today with Saka not starting. I honestly believe Saka in the team would have been enough for us to win. No Aubameyang, no Tierney as well. Our whole left side was changed. Martinelli, unfortunately, again, picking up what looks to be a slight knock. He's just not getting any luck at the moment. Very unfortunate, but didn't really do too much when he was on the pitch anyway. A lot of pressure on him since he's come back. But going into the game against Wolves on Tuesday, which is massive, by the way. This is the best time we could be playing Wolves. They lost again today. They did okay against Chelsea the other day, Tuchel's first game. They haven't been playing well this season. It's a great time to go there and beat them because they are right there with us. I know they're not on the board right now, points-wise, they're not, but they're in and around, that 6th to 10th. That's where we are. We're actually rivals now. My granddad loves Wolves. I'm sure he'll be messaging me throughout that game. So I'm hoping we will see Tierney back in for that one, and hopefully Saka will be fit. Now, let's talk about the new MO. Martin Ødegaard, MO11. Ødegaard, as some people I think are going to start calling him. We were trying to think of funny names for him. My God, when he scores? No, just no. He came on with, I think it was about 10 minutes left, including injury time, so didn't really get an opportunity to show us what he's got. But I think we all know that he will bring quality to the team. I think he maybe got 1 or 2 touches, but yeah, there was an injury to Lacazette at the end of the game. Hopefully he's okay, but the play stopped for about 5 minutes, it felt like. So Ødegaard really didn't get a proper debut, a proper chance. So for me, I think it's doubtful he will start against Wolves, but I'm sure he'll play more than 10 minutes, that's for sure, and we'll get to see him. But yeah, he was chasing down the ball. He was running a lot. He was clearly putting in the effort, and that's good to see. One thing I picked up on, by the way, really liked this. So when Lacazette was down, it seemed he came off worse. It was with Maguire, I think it was. He kind of jumped over Maguire and flopped onto the floor. David De Gea, I just want to say, sportsmanship. That was lovely to see. He stayed with Lacazette, and at the end, when Lacazette was able to get up after the medical team somewhat finished dealing with him, helped him up, gave him a pat down, and I love to see that. Normally I don't think people would talk about it, but it's a big game. It's Arsenal versus Manchester United. You've got a team that are chasing the top of the table. You've got a team that have struggled. It's been the worst season, and they're now fighting to climb back up the table. It's a really intense match. But when there's an injury like that, when there's a potential serious injury, you want to see the players rally around each other. Ultimately, they're just human beings, right? Playing for a different badge on their shirt. That's all it is. It's a bit of fabric, really, isn't it? And it's lovely to see that. So I thought I'd mention that. But Arguably, guys, not the most exciting game. A lot of the big games this season have ended in 0-0s. A lot of the big games, but I guess, is this really a big game anymore? Not really. You know, it's Arsenal versus Manchester United, who haven't won a title in many years. I think, what was it, 2013 when United last won it, and 2004 when Arsenal won it, or was it 2003? I can't even remember now. It's been a while since we won a title, so it's not the biggest game anymore. But I'm really happy with the draw. I probably would have taken it before the game kicked off. United are incredible away from home, and we've stopped them from scoring. We've stopped them from winning. We managed to keep Fernandes quiet. Rashford had a quiet game. In general, this really wasn't a bad game. I'm pretty happy with it. Whilst the point isn't great in terms of getting us higher up in the table, not losing today was really important, and we've managed to do it. So thank you for watching, guys. Of course, tomorrow there will be no video. I'm back on Monday with the new Schalke episode. We're starting the Bundesliga in Season 3. Hopefully you're excited for that. And by the way, today is my YouTube birthday. 11 years ago today, January 30th, 2010, I made this channel. Thank you so much for the support over the last 11 years. How mental is that? And I will see you on Monday for a new video.